Court Without Counsel, How to Win Without a Lawyer. In the AI Age, the Justice Reclaimed series by Laing Z. Court Without Counsel is a landmark guide for the self-represented era, a practical, humane, and visionary manual that redefines access to justice in the age of artificial intelligence. Drawing on decades in Canada's courts, Matthews fuses the rigor of legal reasoning with the clarity of an interpreter who has seen ordinary people crushed by procedure. The book's structure mirrors the logic of a trial, from preparation and drafting to argument and appeal. But where traditional manuals overwhelm, Court Without Counsel demystifies. Each chapter translates courtroom mechanics into plain English and then shows, step by step, how AI tools can now replicate much of what expensive counsel once monopolized. Readers learn how to research precedent, draft persuasive affidavits, format filings correctly, and manage tone, all while maintaining ethical and factual integrity. Matthews is not selling techno-utopia. He repeatedly insists that AI is an assistant, not a substitute, a junior law clerk who never sleeps but still needs supervision. His framework emphasizes verification, privacy, and judgment. The advice is both moral and mechanical. Never file without checking CanLII. Never trust an unverified citation. Never confuse emotion with persuasion. The balance between human discernment and machine precision is the book's greatest strength. Later chapters elevate the work from manual to movement. Court Without Counsel teaches not only how to survive the courtroom, but how to reform it through competence. Matthews shows how hundreds of well-prepared, self-represented litigants can collectively shift judicial culture, forcing courts to acknowledge that intelligence and fairness are not trademarks of the bar. The section on judicial complaints, calm, procedural, and empowering, alone is worth the price of admission. It transforms frustration into evidence, emotion into reform. Stylistically, Matthews writes with clarity and controlled force. Each paragraph feels distilled from lived experience, the exhaustion of paperwork, the quiet victories of logic, the humiliation of bias. The tone is neither academic nor sentimental. It is instructive, grounded, and often electric. For readers intimidated by the law, this book restores agency. For those already in the system, it demands accountability. In tandem with A Justice for Sale, Court Without Counsel completes the picture. One book diagnoses the disease of class-based injustice, the other provides the treatment. Together, they are the most radical and constructive works on Canadian justice in decades. A modern classic of legal self-empowerment, as practical as a guidebook, as visionary as a manifesto. Every courthouse, library, and reformer should own a copy,